gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and the late risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move. You know, that is not a place you overtake.
Everybody War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Pegorniak and Charlie going at it. Ramp on. Right in the last corner. Who's going to get the better traction? Race a better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone and welcome to the Jewel in the Crown, that is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's time for round 5 of season 10 here in 7th Gear Racing. Tonight, joining me, please welcome back Mr. Fresh. Good evening sir, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back finally. I've this track of all tracks where qualifying is probably the most entertaining part, but I think it will be a very interesting qualifying, especially with the way this season has gone on so far.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've even got a full grid. That's how committed these guys are. It's not something you see very often when you come to Monaco. A few drivers end up ducking it because, well, it's Monaco. But we've got a full grid, which is lovely to see.
And we've got a few debutants on. SLR Mash. SLR Medal, I don't think has raced before. Jinx he raced last week for the McLaren, but he is starting his full-time seat for Red Bull next to his friend Aiden.
Yeah. Jinx, of course, ousting the previous Red Bull driver of Evo, who is now debuting tonight. No, he's not driving for Ferrari tonight, is he?
But he has joined Ferrari.
He has joined
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Jake has taken his seat tonight.
And Jake fancied the race, which I find very strange for.
I don't know why you'd pick this track, but.
Well, he quite fancied Silverstone as well, but I was working that night, so I couldn't do it. So.
He did last week as well, didn't he? Spain.
Did he race last? He did race last week. You're right. Yeah.
I don't think it was a very memorable race for him, but I'm pretty sure he did race at Spain last week.
Yeah. So I'm just writing my notes down because I've had absolutely no time tonight. So, oh, Kieran aborted. Okay. So who's it across the line?
Jinx, who's in a wall.
No.
I don't know who came out after that.
I think he must have been validated. So I got that. Ada, there you go, Ada.
Oh, Aiden.
He was only did a little bit of practice tonight, as he was. He wasn't really feeling Monaco, but he put the time in, and there you go. Look, a 1:11.1. Judging by everyone else's times, I imagine he can go quite a lot quicker than that, as is proven by Firmsy, who's had a purple sector 1 and 2. So expect, what, mid 1 minute 10s maybe? No, a low 1 minute 10, a 1:10.1.
Jesus.
Yeah. Alright. 72.
Arthur just saw Aiden's time and goes, well, I can shave a second off that.
Yeah.
As you do around Monaco.
For sure. Right, let's ride on board with Benster, shall we? Currently only 4th in the standings is Benster. still a long way to go. Still 10 races to go after this, so there's still time to pull it back. But Aiden does have a 28-point gap over our reigning champion. In fact, Aiden has an 18-point gap over Turner to P2.
Yeah, he's had a brilliant start. 2 wins. Imola and Spain.
Yep, he won last week, didn't he? He controlled it very well in the... was it in the wet? No, he just controlled Spain. It was very good, wasn't he? Spencer goes P3, well, 110.6. Well, look at that Pro Sweeper jotting into P4. That's a good lap from him. Who has not put
looking to break that Ferrari curse.
Why is Dan on the hards? He tried to spin. That's
I mean, if you want to start at the back of the grid, just don't set a time, but alright.
Yeah, I mean...
You only get the one set of hards, so I don't know why you've done that.
A place like Monaco, yeah, you want to be saving your hard tyres, don't you?
What do you reckon, what do you think the strategy is going to be?
Well, Monaco is a track where you don't often see the safety car because it just doesn't come out.
Dan's
for
just
some
come
reason.
in, so I assume that was the wrong tyre. No, you don't really see a safety car here, but...
No, so, which means that strategy could go out the window, so you could see drivers maybe trying a soft hard or a medium hard. Either way, it's a one stop. Unless you're very, very fast, then 2 stops are very unlikely at a track like Monaco. But the question is...
Ideally, but that's without any incidents.
Yeah, I mean, with a slam dunk 1 stop, obviously, like you said, without any incidents or, shenanigans, do people... I mean, last week we saw people starting on the hards, and that could be the case tonight, but I think Monaco being the way it is, I think you want more grip, surely, at the start of the race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always prefer, at least on this game so far, to start off grippy and then you get feel for the track and then you can go on to the less grippy tyre. That's just how I've done it. Unless you're at the back.
Dan.
Oh no, he had a quali ban. He had a quali ban.
Yes, after his last corner shenanigans last week.
Still yet to see a good angle of that.
Well, that was the only angle we had in the stewards room. Right, so there you go. Kieran does a 110.6. Yeah, he didn't have a clip. It was just Benster provided the clip.
Aslan Nash has also gone out.
I think Aurelian's just starting a lap.
Yep, Aurelian has just started his lap.
I'm currently on board with him.
Purple Sector 1, he's filling in for RKA?
He is, yep. Oh, the overview page is broke on the site. That helps. Oh well.
Getting a lot of that today. Yeah. Spotify's been broken all day. Twitch was having a moment.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm surprised these servers are up. They set a Purple Sector 2.
Wow.
He's really sending it. Will it be enough?
Might even get a drag here, actually.
Yeah. See where it ends up.
10.5 P2. What a great lap from Aurelian that was. He's, I mean, he's 4 tenths off Firmsy.
Quicker than SLR medal.
Alright. And he looks like he set up Purple Sector 1 as well. So this guy's no joke either. It's the medal.
No, he's filling in for
Ogween
Ogween tonight.
Yeah.
However, if he carries on like this, he might be taking his seat.
Yeah,
Oh, there's an AlphaTauri around there.
Who's that? Is that
Adam?
Vision or is that Adam?
There's Adam, I think.
I feel like Tyler needs to come.
Oh no, it was Visions because he's got no wing.
I feel
It's
like
hard to tell, they're both right next to each other.
I feel like Tyler needs to come in and commentate Tier 1 just so he can get some banter revenge on Vision.
Do you know what I was about to say? Maybe Visions has taken a setup from him.
Yeah, and there you go. P2 for Meadow. He improves by just over 2 tenths to set a 1:10.3. Can anyone get in the 9s? That is the next question. But don't worry, I won't do the scream this time. Right, who's on track? Elite. Oh, he's in the 9s. Anyway, so there you go. Elite Risk. Let's take a more of the Elite Risk, shall we? Last season's runner-up. Currently only on 12 points this year. He's obviously missed a few races, being in the Worlds. Can he get anywhere near the front? Oh, he gets away with that. He got away with that, didn't he? Going right across the curb. Flat out through there.
He somehow set a purple sector 2.
And he's gone straight over. Oh, he's gone straight over that curb as well.
He nearly did Charles Leclerc.
Oh dear me. Is he going to abort? Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that might be the
cleanest
case.
of laps.
No. Oh well. Right, Aiden then. He's going round the Rascas. Can he get anywhere near the front? 10.5 is improvement by half a second, but P5, look at that. Zach in P3 and William in P4. We've got a mix-up grid here. And that is exactly...
start a lap. Kieran also starting a lap.
Is he starting another lap? Interesting.
I'm just going off their ERS usage.
Yeah.
Is that Aros coming around? No. Who was that?
I think Jinx is about to... No, he's in. What about Jake then? Currently a 10th up on his previous time. Can he get himself into the 10s? As Crickbit goes P8, good luck from him. And Jake stays P14. Wow, Adam, this
yeah, he improved like 800s.
Right on board with the AlphaTauri driver, shall we? AlphaTauri currently P8 in the Tier 1 standards, but P10 overall.
Big improvement from last season.
Definitely, they were pointless for a very long time. A lot of bad luck last year. But a few more points this year under Team Lenny. And Adam aborts. What a vision then, Mr. Bottle Job himself. Let's see what bad time he can do.
Can't call it that.
Oh, we can, because he loves it.
He's been doing well recently. Where did he finish last week?
Well, he got a very lucky, was it a P5 or P6, was it? Because of Dan and Kieran's last second
yeah.
crash. So, yeah. To be fair, he was decent last week. I will give it.
Our Tier 1 now is full of just absolutely smashing at drivers. And he's getting more points now than I think he was last season, so he's doing well.
He is. I think he's finally up to speed on this new wheel that cost him way too much
Don't
money.
adjust your headset volumes or whatever you might be listening on. Yes, Fresh did just pay Vision to compliment.
The new Fresh, the new year. I mean, it may be end of March, but it's new year, new Fresh. It's complimentary Fresh, not antagonised Fresh.
Yeah, this is the new Fresh. He drinks less and he's more kind.
Excellent. Oh, that's very wide line round Raskas. He's probably lost a bit of time there. He's probably going to be in the 11s. Oh, 10.9. So put himself P13, but he ran very wide. Very wide around Raskas. So a lot
Alfa
of
Romeo is very close together here.
Yeah, I was about to say. Are they pitting?
I don't know if Kieran is just hindered. Ben's still there.
Oh, they're both pitting by the looks of it. Don't know what's going on there, but yeah, there you go.
I don't know if he was trying to get enough ERS to do another lap or what was going on there. But...
Right, it looks like Firmsy is the only one on the fast lap, so we shall ride on board with him.
Yep, Haas, another team that is doing, well, at least in Tier 1, doing miles better than they were this time last season.
I mean, 100% they are third in the Constructors' Championship. I mean, they were predicted to finish, they were predicted to finish lower down, but only because we were unsure, with Firms he could make every race. And Matt Veg is a good driver, but he's not a very lucky driver. And there you go, he's in the 9s. 109.5.
He's in the 9s!
It's absolutely smashed his previous time by over half a second. Look at that, he is currently 8 tenths clear of the next driver. Firmsy, ladies and gentlemen, is back.
Meadow has just started his lap. He got a little bit wiggly out there at turn 1, but he's going to be looking to... that's a tall ask, I think, to get above that, but he's looking quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rain tonight. Obviously, he's a reserve this season. But, yeah, can anyone get close to that? That is an amazing lap by Firmsy. That is a proper banker lap. Like, I don't even think he'll need to go out again, to be honest. Yeah, Elite Risk looking in trouble down there in P14. Obviously, Benson's almost a second off that time. Kieran's a second off. Aiden's a second off. It's not looking very good for our championship contenders.
Well, the thing is, it's one of those tracks that it's like watching Liverpool United or another team rivalry match in football. Yeah. You can't take a lot from it. You can't be like, wow, they just like United just lost 7-0 to Liverpool. They're out of it. It's like, no, you can't. Like this track, you're either good at it or you're terrible at it.
Yeah. And I, for one, am terrible.
Oh, I hate this track. I hate it. It's far too small for the cars of today.
Do you know what the thing is? I actually enjoy the track. I enjoy doing it, but I'm just bad at it. I love the challenge of it. I've always liked it, but I'm just...
It's not my most hated track. That award goes to both American tracks.
Yeah.
But I mean, this track, it does have heritage. But I feel like it's not suited for the cars of the modern day.
It's not, but money talks in Formula 1, and...
cash is king.
Exactly.
And Arthur has taken what you said, and he's calling it a day.
He is indeed.
Just going to sit back and relax now.
I like that Zach into P2.
Yes,
Tell you what, Zach, that's a very good lap out of nowhere. I mean, Zach, he's been threatening some pace over the last 4 rounds, but tonight, are we finally seeing the fast Zach that we... and Medal gets very twitchy coming out of Raskas, and has ruined his final corner, and he will not be improving. He lost about a second in that one instant alone. It's crazy. Oh, and Kieran's invalidated, so he won't be improving anytime soon.
As has Aiden.
That Aurelian looks like he's a little bit up on his time. Can Aurelian threaten the front row at all? He only needs to find about 2 tenths and he's there. Hello? Sorry, that was his outlap. I'm an idiot. Is anyone an actual fast lap? I don't think so, because I think everyone's probably winding up to start. Oh, hello. Kieran. Oh, Kieran's a boy. It's just done. Go on.
Why?
Why what?
Well, Aiden just went past Kieran. I was on board with Kieran, and he let Aiden pass, but his back light was flashing, but he's got a full tank. He's got a full battery.
Is that Aiden?
Yeah.
That's odd. Maybe he's done. Anyway, there we go. Medal's done, so that's him done. So no pole for Medal on his debut. Benster though, currently in P4. Monaco, it's a track that... Oh, purple
Jinx is done because he's invalidated.
Purple set to 2 for Benster. Yellow flags everywhere as drivers are pushing the limits or moving out the way for each other. Alright, what can Benster do? Can he break into the top 4? He can for P2. 1:10.2. A great final lap there from Adams. He disqualified, going the wrong way. And like in the ruckus, Aurelian put himself up to P5. Aiden does not improve. Turner's not improving. It's only really Jake, and Jake's definitely not improving. So I think
the 2 championship
Vision's
leaders.
done. Elite
Not a fan of this. Whoa!
Is it Elite Risk? Is it? Sorry, what were you going to say?
The Turner's just done a pretty snazzy drift there. I don't know how he's done that.
Yeah, I mean, Elite Risk's in trouble. He's only about a 10th up on his previous lap. In fact, this is... Oh, look, you can see how hard he's pushing, though. It's not going to be a great lap, but he does... No, he doesn't improve. Oh, my days. Elite Risk under pressure. Oh, dearie me. That is a turn up for the Brits. Let's just pull it up.
Ooh, France, that'd be good.
Vive la France.
I feel like France is another track that you either hate or you like it. Some people think it's very boring, but I quite like it.
I like France.
I feel like on this channel we've had a lot of great moments at France.
Definitely.
You haven't. You hate France, but...
I love France. I'm just, again, not very good at it.
I feel like every time you race France, you never finish.
Oh, I finish, I'll just get taken out.
On the safest track in the world, and you never finish it.
No, I think you're thinking about Lenny. Anyway, Fresh, do us the honours. Do the race order. Or qualifying order, I should say.
So, starting on the front is Firmsy with the only driver breaking into the 9s, and what a time that was as well. 7 tenths ahead of second.
Wow.
Which is Benster. Zach OK finally getting in, showing his good form, getting in 3rd. Medal on his debut on 4th. Aurelian 5th. Kieran 6th. Aiden, despite not liking the track, did get 7th. Turner right behind him at 8th. Krigman 9th. Jake getting in the top 10. He must like this track. Followed by everyone else.
Yep, 4 drivers not sitting the time. Dan, of course, with his qualifying ban. But there you go. Right,
Adam getting disqualified.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's have a look and see what Jake says. What time we're going.
I'm assuming it's not going to rain.
20:58, I'm going to predict. What does he do? Let's have
57.
a look. No, 58. Oh, 59!
59?
Oh,
He's done that on purpose, isn't he?
He has. Oh, do you know what? I forgot to crack over my beer. I'm going to get my beer.
Oh, good lad. It's going to be a messy stream tonight, folks.
There we go. Desperados in hand. Oh, lovely jubbly.
Well, it's not 59 then.
Did someone ready up? Oh dear.
Yeah.
That was good timing. Right then, here we go. The fire red lights are up and we are away in Monaco. It looks like a decent start. Oh, we've got a Williams not ready. Oh, this could be a restart.
Benster on the hards. He had a look around the outside, but the door was shut in his face.
Yeah,
Matvej and Charlie are already out.
Restart.
We might actually be looking at the restart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! What have I just seen? I really hope that Ben and all the drivers behind him know that it's a restart.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that's shambolic what I've just seen.
Right, guys, we will put you on the Be Right Back menu once we are back. Toodles.
gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eli. That is not a place you overtake.
Well, he was not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it around P1. In the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.
Gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eli. That is not a place you overtake. Hello again, it's take two. We're back for the start. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we have this time. So, the red lights. Oh, hello.
Oh no.
Are you doing a formation lap? I wasn't ready for that. Did Jake put a formation lap on?
And Firmsy gets way ahead of Pinston.
Jake put, I may have put a formation lap on. Lovely. Oh no, Jigs has got a default setup on as well, you can't change it. Oh no. It's from bad to worse. Is that what they call karma? Fresh?
What's that?
The replacement comes in, gets kicked out, and now can't put a setup on.
How's that karma?
I'm joking. The new guy comes in, and he's not gonna have a good. He's not gonna have a good race.
It's often the way in 7GR though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting SLR Medal and MASH to just spin it into a wall lap one, because that's just how it goes with 7GR.
Yeah.
As Ben drives it into a wall.
Well, to be fair, I was thinking earlier, like we've had quite a few debutant winners. Like I think Firms won his debut, Benson won his debut.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
Ogween won his debut. IC won on his debut.
Well, no. You can't count IC in that because he used to be a tier 3 driver.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Back when tier 3 was first implemented, he was a tier 3 driver, and a bad one at that. I'm sure he won't mind me saying. He's massively improved.
Yeah. From tier 3 reject to tier 1 race winner. God. Right then. Enough.
Tyler came. Oh no, he came second.
Yeah.
On his debut.
So yeah, when you debut at 7GR, you either win or you retire.
Yeah, there is no middle ground.
No. One or the other. Oh, elite. Oh.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's so fine. It's just It's just
it's
the formation that
that's the thing. Oh no, we lost
do you know
visions.
what? I think they've probably missed their grid slot. I reckon that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right then. Oh, hello. What's going on here? I can't see the lights.
And they're out.
They are out.
Away we go.
Here we go. Up into turn 1 they go. It looks like Firmsy's got the jump on Benster. He has indeed. Meadow's got past.
Opting for the mediums this time.
Have we got shenanigans? It looks like most people are through safely, apart from Krigmet, who's gone way down on those hards. Not a great start for him. Elite Risk up 6 places. How on earth has he done that? Wow. But, here we go. Hotel chicane for the hairpin for the first time. Single file, lads. Got the other Jinx going down. He's got that default setup on. He's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. There you go. Mash down in P20. We called it. You win or you lose. Anyway, back up the front. Firmsy leading Benster and Zach. The front 3 unchanged. Aurelian is up 1, as is Kieran. Meadow, of course, losing 3 places off the start, and Turner still where he was in P8. Alright, now we've seen that, let's have a look at people's tyres. Oh, look at that. So we've got a bit of a mix, but most people are on the hards. But the top 4 are in the mediums, and you can see how hard it was to warm these tyres up, because Aurelian was already pulled away by 1.5 seconds on Kieran. And he may have damage, but even if he that's a lot of lap time to bleed in 1 lap.
I wonder if Benson noticed that in the first little bit we had before we had to do the restart, because he did start on the hards and he had got a decent jump on Firmsy, but he closed the door on him. But he's gone to mediums now.
Interesting. So, oh god, look at that! It's an Aston Martin double stack in the pits. That is that is not a good start for Team Scotty. But, look at that, Firmsy is already 1 second ahead already. He likes this track, doesn't he? Oh, hang on. Is that Pro Speed they're getting past Elite Risk? It is. Does Elite Risk have damage?
Kieran nudged the wall.
Oh dear.
Resulted in Aiden going into the back of him. I don't know if he's got damage. He's done it again.
Oh dear.
Aiden's now losing grip. Still getting a bit scrappy.
Oh, Aiden's spun. The championship leader's gone round. Oh, that's not good. It doesn't pit either. Oh, it's all going off at the moment. DRS is enabled.
I think he got damage out of that. It wasn't particularly a big hit, but
no.
Yeah, he's not a fan of this track, and do you know what? I do not blame him.
I mean, Monaco really
make one mistake here and you're pretty much done.
It really is sort of it is. And I think, oh yeah, Kieran made that mistake. I was like, I thought he was all of a sudden 3 seconds, but yeah, he made that mistake, didn't he? But he's probably got light wing damage. If he's nudged that wall twice, he's definitely got some kind of damage.
Yeah, it's not going to. Red Bull are not going to cover themselves in glory here today.
I mean, you've got a bit of a buffer at the front, haven't you? You've got a 10-point gap over Merck, and Merck aren't exactly pulling the trees down at the moment. Although they are currently double points, and 16 points over Haas, so obviously Firms in the lead isn't ideal. Obviously you've got Matt Veg down in P12. So, yeah. But Zach doing great for Alpine. Alpine currently only sitting on 9 points at the moment in Tier 1. So I think Dylan will be looking on with much
Aiden is just... Aiden, every driver in front of Aiden seems to lose it at that spot, and he just seems to keep going into the back. I'm afraid we've lost it a bit there.
Yeah, I think Elite
Still doesn't look like he's got any. He probably has got minor damage here. I think his end plate looks a little bit off. Oh!
I wonder if Elite Risk has got damage, because he's falling off the back of those a lot as well. Or maybe he's
called Aiden as the unghost.
Yeah.
Unghosted. That's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, they got Firmsy taking control up the front. He's over 2.5 seconds ahead.
I don't think Benster will mind too much if he just gets a second here today.
No, I think obviously with a much faster grid, as you mentioned earlier, you know, Benster, if he wants to retain his championship, he just needs to be consistent and get those top 3 finishes like he did last year. Oh, and Aiden gets.
Well, we had a hell of a season last year with the battle between Elite Risk and Venster, but he's got a lot more than that now.
Yeah. Especially when Firms is in this kind of mood and he's racing every week. Oh, Aiden, it's the wall again. Something's going to give, but we've still got 20 cars racing at the moment. Aston Martin's still bringing up the rear.
I think Aiden's patience will go, and he's fully spun at this time.
Yep.
I think patience will go. He was saying that he's not a fan of this track, and he has got things to do. So.
Yeah. I think he's lost a front wing plate there as well. So.
Jinx also not racing, I'm pretty sure, because he's ghosted, unless it's that glitch, but he's fallen way off. So yeah, I think neither Red Bull drivers are going to be in this.
Oh dear me. Not good. Okay, yeah, Jinx's fastest lap is a 15.8, so yeah, he's not racing. He's not in the car. And yeah, Kieran's definitely got damage there. Look at that, 5 seconds off the back of Aurelian now. But of course, I mean, with 40 laps, I mean the medium tyres can go a long way. So, you know, the guys at the front may not be pitting until lap 20. And it'll be interesting to see when these hard tyres start being faster than the mediums, because that's when the key will be for the front runners to make their pit stops. Well, Pro Speed, they're having a look up the top of the hill. That would have been very adventurous if they'd gone for a move there.
Anything goes in the pits, will it be tight? Yes, he has. I thought he might.
An expensive week for Red Bull.
We've got money to spare. Our damage bills for both tiers have been pretty moderate, so.
Yeah.
We've got points to spare as well, so we'll let the other teams catch up.
Yeah, and with that, Vision now comes into the points. Certainly quite fancy some points tonight, and he currently has one. As Elite Risk is the first driver to get the track extension penalty.
I'm sure he won't be the last.
No, especially with that chicane. It's horrible. Oh, that's a nice view. Look at that. See, Komar says, why can't we have more views like this? It's so nice. This helicopter view. And then you go and ruin it by changing it. That was such a nice view.
Yeah, hopefully they've worked on that in the game, but you know what? I doubt it.
Oh no, it'll be the same thing over again. What they are going to do is introduce more pit lane microtransactions, you know. More outfits for you to wear and to never use.
More coffee tables and lamps.
Yeah, all for the low price of 100,000 pit coins. Oh dear me. Right. So, back at the front, Firmsy does have almost 4 seconds down the gap. Controlling it really well.
I wonder if this is his favourite track.
Possibly. Well, he did well with it last season. Well, last season before, whenever we did Monaco before. But, yeah, Zach doing really well. Still in P3. He's hanging on to the back of Benzer and Aurelian the same, hanging on to the back of Zach. So, top 4 in a nice rhythm at the moment. Kieran coming under pressure from, well, he's got himself, Medal, Turner and Pro Sweedler all in the train at the moment. With Elite Risk falling way behind. What is up with Elite Risk tonight?
Pro Sweedler looking much more comfortable than Turner in front of him. I think Turner's on the hards.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. Pro Sweedler's on mediums and the 3 cars in front are on the hards, so yeah.
Behind Visions, you've got Matty, Badge, Charlie, and Dan.
Dan looking.
Behind Jake, you got Adam, Aros.
So then, just the one in retirement so far. Looking too bad.
I'm sure there'll be more.
But you never know. This is tier 1. mean, right now we've got 2 DNFs with Aiden and Jinx. Double DNF for Red Bull. Unless Jinx can get back in his car.
I think he's given up.
Well, there you go, Jake.
There you go.
The second person to get a track attention penalty. So I guess the battle to watch is this now, because these 4 cars, Kieran, Medal, Turner and Pro Swedler, all separated by about a second. Oh.
It's funny, Nick, because it's quite a boring race.
Yeah, it is.
On the calendar, but at the same time, it is the great equaliser.
Yeah, it's not.
You've got Aiden, who's almost been running away with it in the last couple of races. First one out, and you could see it coming. And with the likes of Turner and Benster, it only takes one mistake.
Yep.
Medal and Kieran really fighting here. Both of them picking up a penalty out of it.
Oh, hello. Pro Swedler. Right on the back of Turner there.
Yeah.
Looking very racer, is he, Pro Swedler? I have to say, if
Reds versus Blues.
If Firmsy wins and keeps as fast as that, then he will be equal with Aiden. Oh, and look at that! Oh, there you go! There's the mistake! There's the mistake!
And Elite Risk, thank you very much.
He does indeed. Oh dear, what? Absolute...
And he's not done yet. He's right at the back of Kieran.
Have they got damage?
On those hards. Oh, he's done it.
I think Kieran's got damage. He must
Kieran's
have damage.
missing an end plate.
He is. Oh, and Pro Sweden now.
You don't overtake there, sir.
Oh dear me. What? Oh! They just about get away with it. I'm sensing some clips are going to be sent in, but...
I'm sensing some hearts are in mouths.
Dear me, wow, and look at that, just like that, Elite Risk, who has been off the pace all race, now finds himself up in P6.
Yeah, and Visions is now on the back of...
and Charlie! Oh, he's retired. He's taking a wall.
That's taking the smile right off Elite's face. Oh. Kieran in front of him also going in the wall there as Visions does continue to close into the back of him.
He's clipped that wall, and there you go, no safety car. As I think I said to a few people, like, the safety car hardly ever comes out. So,
yeah. Kieran goes in to get a new nose.
Oh.
And just like that, Visions P8.
There you go, from P10 to P8 for Visions.
Dan is slowed down by Kieran, has created a bit of a gap to the back of Pro Swedler, but he's looking... He's not looking slow.
Yeah. Dan in the points.
Dan on the back
Jake
of him.
in the points. Yeah.
Well, Matt in the points.
Yep.
But I'm sure we'll see more penalties going forward.
Yep, you never know. So, well, that's that 4-car train broken up now. So who do we watch now?
I mean, I'm not insinuating that was Turner's fault, because this track and the way these guys were fighting, it probably wasn't. But it just takes one moment.
I'll be honest. I looked away for 1 second, turned back, and I was like, "Oh, it's a car sideways." But I was on board with Pro Swedler, so it would have been caught on stream.
But can you imagine doing this race with no ghosting as well? God.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean, ghosting in this game it's not been the best, but I'll say it's been pretty good in this race so far. They lose traction for a second and they instantly ghost, which is what you want, really. I don't know why it can't be like that on the other tracks, but maybe not to that extent. But the amount of times I lost a wing last season because the car in front just didn't ghost.
Yeah.
I think you had a few of those as well.
Oh, 100%. It always happens.
Bamsey extending his gap to now 6 seconds. He's just loving looking at all these yellow flags, thinking, right, well, this is mine.
Yep, and Aurelian is now within range of Zach. So maybe we've got a battle brewing here for the final podium position. And that little thing has created a little gap now. The gap's 10 points, just over 10.5 seconds now. So these guys will be, I think, thankful for that, definitely. So obviously these guys will be pitting first, and they won't want to be held up behind any of the kind of the harder tyres runners when they come out on their fresh tyres.
Yeah, the medium tyre runs with a definite advantage. I mean, you're always going to have an advantage on the medium, but this is... Normally it's just pace, but here it is all grip by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if Firmsy can hang on with the hards. I'm not saying he's going to lose time, because he's got blistering pace here. Yeah. But as I've already said and have been proven, it just takes one moment.
Yeah, I mean, he is almost 20 seconds ahead of Medal, so he only needs another 5 or so seconds, and, well, that's him in a good place. But yeah, Elite Risk not making any inroads. Pro Sweedler is falling off the back of Elite Risk. He's probably got some kind of damage after all that contact. Vision's not able to catch Pro Sweedler. Dan's still stuck behind. And Jake. Oh, and Jake's made a mistake at the swimming pool chicane, and Matt is now officially in the points.
For now.
For now, indeed. So yeah, both Hasses in the points now, just to add more salt to the Red Bull DNF wound.
Yep. After last season, see? Suddenly.
And there's a Mercedes, so where did he retire? Oh, did he retire in the pits?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So there you go.
Suddenly the Red Bull disadvantage isn't looking as strong.
No, so there you go. Your championship leaders, 1 and 2, Aiden and Turner, are now out of this race.
Spencer's third, right?
Spencer is 4th on 50 points.
Who's third?
Firmsy on 52. As I said, if Firmsy wins and keeps the fastest lap, he will go level with Aiden on 78. But it's a big if. We're not even halfway.
No, I tell you what, if he finishes, I'm calling it this early. He's winning and he's getting fastest lap. If he finishes.
Oh, he's got a lap to Mercedes in the way. It looked like it was ghosted for a second there.
Because I gotta be honest, all these hard runners that are going to go into mediums, I don't see them having the pace the Firmsy's got.
No.
Even with less fuel.
Oh no, 100%.
Did I just see a... I'm on board with Benster. Did I just see a car in the...
Yeah, I think Turner's car came back out.
Well, it went a long distance before it decided to retire.
It did, because it got in Firmsy's way. it didn't look like it was ghosting either, so I think Firmsy he lost quite a lot of time.
Ah, see, look. Yeah, I give you credit on your ghosting on this track, and then you just go and ruin it.
Classic co-losses.
Am I right in saying there used to be 2 DRS zones on this track?
Not on Monaco. Oh, well, actually, I think in the first year they did put DRS through the tunnel, but the drivers moaned it was too unsafe, so they turned it off.
Yeah, because it's downhill, isn't it? It's stupid.
Well, I mean, you're going through a blind tunnel with increased speed, and I mean, you know what it's like. You remember what the game was like when they first introduced DRS. If you even tried to turn the car, it would spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was apparently
safer now.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I think I mean, it's not really a good overtake because of the nature of the corner. It's not really a good overtaking spot into that swimming pool chicane. And I tell you what, I think the medium tyres are starting to go off because Medal's gap, he's closed the gap by about 2 seconds to Aurelian. So I wonder now if the hard tyres are now coming into their zone of being faster than the mediums.
Yeah, 16.
Look at that, 7.8 now. Look at that, the gap is coming down all the time. And he gets a penalty. Lovely.
No, that's the other one.
Mash. Oh yeah, cool. Sorry.
Sorry, not the other one. That's a Lamash.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah, Medal's
his
already
twin.
got a penalty. Yeah. Oh, Mash is gone.
Oh, he's in the pits.
Is that in the pits? No, I think he's.
No, he's in the pits.
Is he?
Yeah.
He is. So yeah, 4 retirements.
I think we'll have a few more yet.
I mean, yeah.
This track just it eats away at you.
It does. It's a soul destroyer.
It really is. I hated it when we did it.
Yeah.
Or when I last did it. I can't remember what season that was. Never again.
I'll tell you what. Obviously, I mentioned about the hard tyres becoming faster. Visions is now on the back of Pro Speedler. Visions, who couldn't keep up with Pro Speedler earlier, is now catching him. And this is where Visions will now miss out because he now loses his clean air. He can't go as fast and take advantage. And obviously, DRS being, well, it's not powerful at all, is it? How do it?
No.
And Visions does like a dive bomb, to be fair, but...
Well, let's see what he does, because he is going to catch him unless Pro Speedler goes in the pits at the end of this lap.
I mean, I think I said between lap 18 and lap 20, didn't I? That's probably when...
Visions is burning as well. I'm not really sure you need to do that.
Not at that corner, you don't know. Especially Monaco is notorious for... Oh, there you go, look, the leaders are in. Zach and Aurelian in the pits. Now, where will they come out? Because this will be vital to see where someone like Bezda comes out.
Yeah, those two have been in a fight, so their tyres will be worse off than the likes of Firmsy and Benz, who have been running relatively by themselves for the entire race. Yeah, Pro really does come in.
So it looks like these guys are going to come out in P... They're going to come out ahead of Visions, which I think is vital. Although it's going to be tight between Aurelian and... what's going on? Oh, and Visions gets it out the pits!
Yeah,
oh, that was...
Warm up the tyres anyway. He'll probably catch Zach here at some point. Whether or not he'll get past him, probably unlikely, but...
I was going to say that was going to be vital for Vision getting past there, because lap 1 on those hard tyres is going to be horrible. And because Pro Speedler pitted as well. Visions now finds himself up into P6. But he's going to have... I mean, that is great for Zach now, because Zach can now pull away from Vision on those fresh tyres and maybe build the gap to Aurelian.
I wonder if we'll see any of the hard runners try and push it to soft.
I mean, potentially, as
Benster comes in.
I think he'll be alright. I think... Yeah, he should be alright. I mean, that was a very quick stop there from the Alfa Romeo crew. And there you go, there's Elite Risk. Elite Risk will probably go through. He does indeed. Whereas Zach, I'll tell you what, this could be closer than Benson would like. No, he's absolutely fine. Now the question is, I mean, the guys on the hard tyres have seen that, you know, the mediums are only really good for about 15 laps before they start to really kind of fall off that cliff.
Jinx's AI is coming to the pit. As we see Firmsy catching up to the back marker. That's how much pace he's got. 20 laps in.
Catching Crickbit, and Crickbit has just pitted, of course, though. So
yeah,
again, because Crickbit, I think, pitted on lap 1, didn't he?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if Firmsy's tyres are absolutely fine.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't had to push as hard, push that hard, but then
it's probably been a Sunday drive for him up there.
I mean, the gap to medal has come down a bit, because I think the gap was about 20 seconds when I looked, so the gap's come down by over 2 seconds from Firmsy to medal, so medal has got some pace. It's a shame he's
there is a significant battery difference there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell Firmsy's in control. And Benster all over the back of the Elite Risk, rivals from last season, of course.
Yeah, this is a familiar sight.
It is. Well, there wasn't really a lot of on-track battles with these two, was there, last year?
No, not really. We got gifted a few, and we definitely saw some brilliant moments from both with other drivers.
Yep. I mean, you saw Benster's... I was going to say, I mean, you saw Benson in it was Austria, wasn't it, where he calmed himself through the field. Is he going to go for a move? Is he going to go for a move? Oh, Elite Risk has gone to the inside. Oh, I think he's yielded. I think...
Benson's got ERS for days, and he would have seen Elite Risk's light flashing.
Yeah. Now, is Elite Risk, is he going to let Zach and Aurelian go? That's the next question. Will Elite Risk pit? There you go, Firms is in the pits now. He's out the pits. Oh, look at that, he failed to clear him by about a second. So that's not too bad, to be fair. And he's increased his gap to Benster, so it's over 9 seconds now. Elite Risk not letting... Oh! So Elite Risk not letting Zach go. Interesting. Elite Risk doesn't... He just went straight over the bumps, whereas most drivers kind of do the whole...
Yeah, do you know what? I was just thinking that. I was sort of thinking to myself how I describe it. But I'm glad that you brought that up, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always sort of go around them.
Yeah. It's a traction thing, especially if you've got no traction. If you go over those bumps, you're spinning. Yeah. Exactly. He's getting ever close to the back of that McLaren.
Thing is, though, there's no real safe place to overtake anywhere except for the straight, and even then, you've got to be pushing it.
Yeah. I think
you've got to be right behind them. Does Elite come in now? He can't be far off the window. No,
maybe he is going to Sauce.
And he is right behind him. He's got the DRS. He's cut the slipstream far too early, but no.
I tell you what.
Elite puts that car dead in the middle of the road.
He did, didn't he? That was very good defending there. Elite Risk recognising he's doing his friend Benson a favour, isn't he?
Friend?
Yeah, I was going to say frenemy. I think Zach went to the right. I think maybe had gone to the left. He might have just got that, but Elite Risk positioned his car beautifully there going into turn 1.
Don't forget that Aurelian is right behind these two, just sitting there waiting.
Yeah. Ready to pounce.
I say pounce. Any other track, yes, pounce, but not here.
Something happened to the Mercedes. Something happened to Medal. I think something's happened to Medal, you know, because he was ghosting, and now
he's had a moment in the swimming pool chicane. No, that one.
He's suddenly now
or
finds
is this
himself.
One the swimming pool chicane?
Yeah, no, that's the one coming out the swimming pool chicane is the one coming out the tunnel.
Oh right, okay.
So there you go. He pits. So will he get a new wing? Because a new wing as well for Medal.
Zach and Aurelian right, and Elite goes in. Is Aurelian going to have a go? No.
Probably not, because they've both got DRS, so they're alright. So
Zach got a much better exit.
There you go. So Medal will be the first driver on these medium tyres. Where will he come out? Because he needs some fresh air, and the Ferrari of Jake will not be a pleasant sight for Medal. Because Jake will make that Ferrari as wide as he can. Although Jake will likely be pitting very soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, still got your front four as you were, and then you've got Vision, Dan, Matt, Veg, and Jake. You get to pit.
Kieran and Krigmet on 2 stops. Still out of the points, but Aros has come up 7 places, but the big winner is actually Dan. I mean, obviously he's still yet to pit, but that's 14 positions up. Vision's 9 up. The front 3 all where they were.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. It's now. Oh no, is it Vision? Oh, it's the bottle job himself.
Has he lost the wing? Has he got any damage? No, it doesn't look like it.
I think he may have just gone straight over. He doesn't pit though. So yeah, no wing damage. I think he may have just gone straight over the chicane.
Right, and with that, I'll be right back.
Yep. Oh. Matt ruined Vision race. That little incident he had. Kieran setting a 1:12.5, so there you go, that's Firmsy's fastest lap gone. So, Aiden's championship lead is protected for now, as Medal gets past Jake. Is Jake going to let Elite Risk through? Oh. Is he going to have a go? Is Jake going to yield? No, he doesn't. You can see the difference in tyre grip between the two cars. Elite Risk all over the back of Jake.
Come on, Jake, you can do it as you just hit the wall.
Oh, Elite Risk giving the love tap as Jake goes into the pits. God dear me, and I'll tell you, there you go, Dan Vision and Matt Veg still out there. Still holding on. Kieran the fastest man on the track as it stands in P12. I tell you, if he puts a lot of good, if Kieran puts some good laps in here, he could actually find himself kind of undercutting the likes of Dan Vision and Matt Veg. And of course, Aros as well, behind them. So don't rule Kieran out for points tonight.
No, it's definitely on.
Yeah. Let's see, Aros pitted very early actually. So Aros could go to the end, but his tyres are already 16 laps old. And Phil's going to settle down now. Aurelian's gone, falling back by a second and a half. Obviously, Dan's not in the fight just yet. Is he going to pit? He stays out. Vision's now under attack from Matt Veg. He pits finally. Matt Veg pits. Elite Risk will get DRS and stays out. Now let's see if Vision. Oh, will he get jumped by Kieran?
Yeah, I think he will.
He does.
Yeah.
There you go. Kieran into the
some
points.
Margin.
Yeah. And that is why you don't give up, folks.
So he's burning 0 battery.
Yep. He's really He's really ragging it, isn't he? He's really trying. So just Dan then in the top 10 yet to pit. So the only battle on track at the moment. Oh, we've got the lovely helicopter view. Thank you. Thank you, Codemasters. Let's just turn the graphics off so we can admire this view in its full beauty. There we go. A Ferrari chasing down the Alpine of Aros.
I tend to just stay on board, if I'm honest. I don't run the risk. Oh, Aros gets a little bit. Oh, well, Press Wheeler in turn gets a little bit squirrely out of that.
Well, there you go. Dan finally in the pits then. Does he stay ahead of Visions? He does by a very comfortable margin.
Yep.
So Vision's not currently in the points. Right, so I guess we go back to Price Wheeler. And his battle to overtake Aros for 7th position. I tell you what though, I don't want to jinx this, and I'm sure if Poe's still watching, he will tell me to shut up, but Ferrari have yet to score a point in Tier 1. So if Price Wheeler can stay in P8, or if he can take over Aros, he could be scoring Ferrari's first points in Tier 1 this year.
Well.
And Price Wheeler gets a time penalty.
It is instant, no matter when or who you say it about, it is instant every time.
Poe's loving it. Lovely. Right, and there you go. And just like that, Kieran is now on the back of these guys as well. But he hasn't got any battery to overtake. So we should just see if he can actually do anything. I mean, if tracks like Singapore can change their layout, surely Monaco can change its layout, you know? Make it a bit more friendly to try and overtake.
Yeah, but Singapore is still wider than this, and you have decent overtake. You have at least 3 or 4 overtaking opportunities at Singapore. It's a big track.
Yeah.
One of the biggest, I think, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it is in terms of lap time, yeah, but they've changed it now for this year, haven't they? The Singapore layout's changed
What have they changed?
So, you know the third DRS straight, that sector, so that little tunnel bit's gone. So rather than kind of going right, left, and then left, right, they've cut that bit out now.
Oh, I liked that bit.
Yeah, I know, it was quite fun.
I had one of my best overtaking moments at that car.
Yeah, so that kind of last bit has now been.
It wasn't now just a curvy turn.
Basically, yeah.
Or just dead straight.
Yeah, it's a bit curvy, and then it goes straight from the DRS zone. I think a little bit of a curve, then onto the back straight.
Oh.
I
liked that part. I feel like that was a unique part to that. Oh,
hang on. Aros has gone invisible here. Can Pro Sweeper? Oh no, he's back now.
no.
Kira.
I don't know. I sort of looked down for a second to move my controller. I didn't know if he tagged him or if Aros just lost grip for a second.
Yeah, Pro Sweeper's got to make use of his hards while he's got the advantage. And look at that, behind in the background you can see Dan closing in as well. Yeah, Vision's not too far off either, so this could well become a 5-car battle for P7.
Please. It's going to be
stale. Oh, the Ferrari, so close to that wall. I think Poe's going to need a new pair of pants after watching that.
Yeah, they're doing alright in Tier 2 Ferrari for once. I think for the first time in 7GI history, but the curse for Ferrari in Tier 1 is still happening.
It is. Of course, Pat Bussey has gone part-time, so the new Ferrari driver will be here next week, I believe.
Yeah, the former Red Bull man himself.
Yep. Got a good pace.
Kept us going last season.
Yep. He's got 18 of the 96 points this year as well.
Yeah, but ultimately, none of our points.
Oh! Oh dear me, it's getting very tight down there.
Here comes Kieran. I feel like he might have got a track extension, maybe 2 there.
What was Kieran? Oh, he's tagged the wall!
He's clipped his rear, and now Dan, he's in him! Oh, Dan, go round. Oh,
no, he can't
no choice now.
Oh dear me, all these little clips. So easy done, and look at that, Visions, there we go. We've now got the 4-car battle. The 5-car battle is almost upon us. And look at that, just look how quick Pro Sweeper is catching back up to the rear of Aros. Aros now, he's got 8 more laps to survive on those hards. And Aros can do it. Aros is a very smooth driver. It's very rare he makes a mistake. So pitting early for those hards was probably a good idea from Aros.
I'm not sure he had much choice in that, is it? Yeah. Dan and Visions with a lot more ERS than Kieran's to spare.
Yeah, has Kieran got damage though? Did he get? Oh, hello! And Dan has overtaken Kieran out of the swimming pool chicane there.
Oh, but Kieran, he comes back. No! Yeah, it was always going to end that way.
A bang of wheels.
Dan's lucky to come out of that unscathed.
And the 2 guys who collided at the end of Spain last year have collided once again.
Last year?
Last race, I should say. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Like you said, Fresh, that was never going to end well. And
it was not.
Unfortunately, this time well, just Kieran this time.
It's the problem with this track, isn't it? You get overtaken, and you get a nice switchback, and you want to fight it, but on this track you just can't.
Or shouldn't.
Well, hand in hand.
Yeah, so Kieran will go on soft, so he'll be able to take that fastest lap. So Aiden's...
Fresh wheelers clipped his back wheel.
Again, it's getting
Give
very
Arrows
edgy.
just a little bit more time.
It's getting very edgy.
He's got
here,
no
isn't
penalties
it?
as well, but
Yeah.
so really, he's looking right here anyway.
Yeah, this is
Fresh
where-
wheeler has got at least 6 seconds by my count. I think Dan's got 3.
This is why Arrows is a very... I mean, he doesn't have the pace of the front runners, but this is why he's a very intelligent driver, Arrows. You know, so pitting early, making those hard tyres last.
He's come close to a few championships, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was the year... I think he's been runner-up twice in a row. You know, I don't think he won many races, but he was just there and thereabouts every single race.
But 2-1 is at a point now that you need to be in those podium spots to have a chance at winning the championship.
Yep.
So consistent and competitive up the top there.
It is indeed.
Fresh wheeler is back again.
Yep, he is. He's joined by Dan.
Going with Dan, but all Dan can do is just sit here and watch.
And Visions, there you go, he's behind. Very nearly making it a 4-car battle. But it's not an issue at Monaco, but when you've got a driver like Aros, who's obviously nursing his tyres to the end, when you've got drivers on much fresher and much faster tyres, this is what can happen. You get this concertina effect of cars going slower than they should be. And but the Ferrari has so far survived. Bang, into the wall he goes.
Aros is just doing superb at nailing his exits.
Yeah, that's all he needs to do. And then we just save a bit of battery for the exit of the final corner. Make sure he doesn't get
He might
overtaken.
even have lower wings, but probably not too much that it's going to take an effect on these short straights. But Fresh wheeler just can't seem to catch him on these straights and out of the exits. He's getting him through sector 2.
Oh! Sorry, yeah, very
Dan
close.
can have a look. No,
Is he going to put his
shut the
nose
door.
up? Oh, I think Dan realising he wasn't quite enough aside to make a move there. As they're basically pushing each other around these corners, aren't they? And I tell you what, Visions is on P8 here, isn't he? With Pro Speedler and Dan both with penalties. Visions is on for P8.
I'm not saying anything.
You can, both your drivers are out, you're fine.
I'm not. I don't want to jinx him.
What, Visions?
Yeah.
It's fine, he can jinx himself.
I'm sure he already has.
Right.
Kieran takes
Cam
fastest
Pro
lap,
Speedler.
so I think Arthur's going to get that back. Not now.
No, I think earlier on, I think Kieran took the fast lap earlier on as well.
He's having a look. No.
I think when you were out having a little break earlier, Kieran took the fastest lap then. Oh, the Ferrari! Oh!
I think maybe Pro Speedler maybe squeezed him a little bit much there.
Oh, and that is why you never go on board, because you don't see what happens.
I saw. What do you mean? I saw all of that.
I was on board. I didn't see it.
I was on board with Dan. I saw all of that.
I was on
I think
board with Pro
Speedler just
Speedler.
squeezed him a little bit too much there when he was already alongside, and well, he just come off west.
Yeah. Right. So, with Dan on his medium tyres, we've got a yellow flag and we got an incident. Something happens.
He runs in the pits.
Oh, okay.
He's set his fastest lap now. He wants to
There you go, look, another
you set
time
home,
penalty for Pro Speedler. So,
That's him out of that battle then.
yeah.
Aros isn't going to mind too much with Dan behind him because he's also got a penalty 3 seconds at least. I'm not looking at them.
But Dan's got those medium tyres on, so Dan may be able to overtake. Doesn't have a lot of battery, but no, there you go,
Aros getting a good exit again.
Yep, doing what he needs to.
Dan getting
Stay
better
ahead.
exits than Pro Sweedler got, but
Yeah.
still not enough on these short straights.
I mean, if Dan wants to make a serious move, he just needs to charge his battery for a lap.
Maybe I feel like Dan's already made a serious move.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's overtaken... Oh. Yep.
It's those hills, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's those uneven hills. That's why I always go around them. Or as much as possible, anyway.
Yeah. I tell you what, Medal's done really well, but he's caught up to the back of Aurelian. He's less than 2 seconds behind. I mean, he's got about 6 seconds on the penalties, but he's catching up.
Aurelian, if he can just close 6/10, he's getting a podium.
He is. Elite Risk, is that his second penalty? It could be his third, but if he gets another one, he could be losing 6th place to Aros here if he's not careful. If he has too many more penalties. Or we got the
both
lovely
Williams in the points, both Alpines in the points.
Well, I think Dan looks a bit close this time, you know. He is.
Yeah, he could.
He's gonna go
Does
for
he
it.
really around the outside? It's never really gonna.
Oh,
well,
why is Aros ghosted?
He's been gifted there.
Oh,
but all Aros has really got to do is stay close to him.
See, that is where ghosting's rubbish, because ghosting has basically cost Aros a position there. And now Dan has got, what, 2.5 laps?
Oh no, he's giving it back.
He's letting it back. So did he get an illegal overtake? I don't know. Oh, and Pro Sweden's getting a bit argy-bargy.
Wow.
What are they having? They're having a ding-dong fresh.
I heard you say that last week.
Was it last week I said it? I definitely said it.
Yeah, well, you said it all races, but...
Medal's going into the pits. Is it a nose? No, he's just going to try and pit for the fastest lap. That's pretty bold, because will he get out ahead of Elite Risk?
Yeah, he will, yeah.
He should do. Quite funny if he didn't.
21 second gap, he'll easily... Yeah, he'll have quite... Well, yeah. Kieran with another fast.
Yeah, Kieran's like, no, you will not take my fastest lap. Right, here we go. Take 472. Can Dan get... Oh, no! Oh, no! Ooh. Oh, yes, maybe! Oh, yes! Both drivers get screwed out the final corner, but Dan does get it. He gets ahead of Aros. Both drivers losing the rear end. Aros losing it a little bit more. And Dan is finally up into P7. Dan's
I'd
got
love to know what his tyres are on.
Yeah, Dan's got about a lap and a half now to pull out 3 seconds. That's Bruce Speed, that's oh no! Oh no!
Mission to P9 at least.
Oh, the curse! The curse is real! There's going to be no points for Ferrari. Oh no.
It is honestly a curse.
What is going on? There's a lot of drivers ghosting at the moment. Jake's ghosting, Craig Mitt's ghosting. I hope nothing's happened to the lobby. I hope nothing's happened to the lobby. There you go. Dan's got 1 second. Needs 2 more. Keep that P7. Now Will Vision.
2 seconds?
We've got 3 or 6 now. Will Vision have a go? No, he's too far behind.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how much time penalty Elite has got.
I'm not going to look. I'm just going to keep it.
I feel like it's 3 lots of penalties. Unless I've miscounted.
Is that Haas in the pits? Oh, hang on. I've missed a bloody winner. Sorry, Firmsy. Bloody hell. What a win, Firmsy. Very well done. Very controlled race. Sorry about that. Okay, well done, Firmsy, mate. We'll back it. Bloody good
Didn't
drive.
get fastest lap, so does that put him a point behind Aiden?
It does. Spencer finishes P2. Zach finishes and gets his first podium in 7GR. A great race for him. Aurelian P4. A great race for him. Now, Medal is going to come around and finish P5. He's got a purple sector 2. I'm guessing this is where he gets... I think there's 11.3 for Kieran. Medal does a... Ooh, 10 points.
An extra point for Mercedes.
Wow. It is indeed.
Elite Risk. Now, how far will Elite Risk fall?
That is the question. He finishes P6.
And does he take P6?
Oh, but I think Aros is too far behind. No, Dan's got his penalties. Aros jumps to P7. Vision stays P9. Now, Will Matt Veg overtake Pro Sweedler? He does! The Ferrari curse. Oh,
Lives
my
on.
days. What an absolute... Oh, dear me. What has happened there? Oh. Wow. Well, it was quite eventful for a Monaco race, to be fair.
I'd say we have to name a driver of the day, but I don't really think we need to really discuss it, do we?
I mean, it's Firmsy, surely.
I was going to say Aros. No, yeah, it's Firmsy.
I mean, do you know what? To be fair, I mean, Dan back at the grid to 8th, Aros a very controlled drive to 7th, Firmsy not putting a foot wrong. So I think 3 top contenders there for a driver of the day.
Oh, stay tuned in general to see who I pick.
Yeah. And yeah, Firmsy, Aros, Dan, all very good candidates. Do you want me to do the rundown fresh? Or you?
If you could.
Okay. Don't worry, it's not happened yet. As Mr. Firmsy comes out. Does his podium celebration. Get in the bin.
First win of the season? Second.
I feel like that's the second win of the season. But wouldn't that be a great podium in real life? A Haas, Alfa Romeo and an Alpine on the podium. Wouldn't that be a great race? Right,
one day maybe.
Yeah. Maybe next week in Australia. Who knows? Right then, guys. Here is your race rundown for the Monaco Grand Prix. Firmsy takes the win with a very impressive drive, under control from lights to flag. Spencer takes P2 with Zach rounding off the podium in P3, Aurelian P4, Medal P5, Elite Risk P6, Aros P7, Dan P8, Visions P9, and Matt Veg rounding off the top 10. I've got to get these results. Let's see if race director works this week. It is a lot of front wings, as you can imagine, in Monaco. And there we go. That is Tier 1's Monaco Grand Prix over. I guess that is also where we end the stream. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. You're a bloody legend. If you've enjoyed that, come back for more action on Thursday, where Tier 2 will also be negotiating the streets of Monaco. If you can't make Thursday, make sure you come back next week as we head to France for round 6. Fresh, any words of wisdom before we part ways tonight?
No, I'm looking forward to next week's race, and I've got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to Tier 2's race around here. I think it could be a lot more messy than that, but next week, looking forward to that one. Excellent.
Thank you, Fresh. And thank you again. Oh God, I've got no words. Thank you again, guys, who stuck around. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.